Gemini, how you doing? How's your week been? Have you managed to shine your light for everybody, Gemini, this week? This week just gone? I hope so. If you don't know anything about the Astroflower, please go down in the description below and you'll find a lot more about the elements, the petal system that we actually use, and how this Astroflower system can help you get the best out of life, no matter what sort of situation you're dealing with. Just quickly for those people who don't know, this is the relationship side, the emotional sort of side. This is the money sort of side. This is the karmic path. This is the overall energy that's running through you. And this is the outcome and what leads us into the coming week. There's a few things I'd like to say before we start, because it's coming up so much in other people's readings. And I think it's probably a good thing to say so you get an idea of what is going on. I did the energy update on Cymatic TV last weekend, and the message that came from the Earth was the humans need to take a good, hard, cold look at themselves. That was the overall message. And then regarding the chakra sequencing that we do on the energy update, it was in between chakras. It wasn't really humming one chakra in particular. It was really in between chakras. So there's a lull in the energy. And what actually happened is on the 7th, which I didn't know about when I was doing the energy update, on the 7th of June, Saturn went into Aquarius. And that's all about taking a good hard look at the situations that are around us. And it is that calm at the moment where everything sort of seems to be in slow motion, so we can, that sort of quantic moment where you can actually pick and choose your dimension or create your dimensions going forward. And this comes in that middle of between the two eclipses, the solar and the lunar eclipse back in May, and the solar and the lunar eclipse in October. And the funny thing is Saturn goes in on the June and comes out in October as well. So it's all coming into a nice tight package, as it were. There's a lot of work that's going to be done over this next sort of like 4 months, 5 months. And it's no one can get away from it. But at the moment, all the readings have been very calm and not going fast at all and stuff like that. But saying that, looking at your reading, it's going at 100 an hour. But then again, that's possibly because this is the last week of Gemini. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, all those Geminis out there. Richard, sorry mate, I missed your birthday last week. Do apologise. Glad to see you saw the tallest tree of the UK. Absolutely brilliant. I hope you enjoyed your bike ride. So this is your last week of Gemini. So you're going to be coming out of that. So then you're going to be moving out of autumn into winter, and where your energy is going to start coming back to you. So according to what's been going on before, you may feel like things are speeding up a little bit, which is a little bit different to what is actually going on in the environment. And it's good to know. So if life doesn't go as fast as you're expecting, that's probably why. Let's get into it straight away. Let's do an overall sort of channeling on the reading. Very even all the way through. Oh, there's a bit of a light situation going on petal 10. So it's like things are building to a conclusion, like a great idea. Sort of thing. We'll see what happens to that at the end of the reading. But in the rest of it, it's very steady, very certain, very sure, very processed, as it were. Let's see what the overall energy is here. So after solitude comes social. That's what it seems like here. So it might be a case that over these past sort of 3 months before your birthday, or even if you've just had your birthday in the beginning part of Gemini, or like Richard last week, you may have felt like that you were a bit out of sync with the rest of the world, which is understandable. That's what autumn does, and it's pretty much every year for you guys. It's a year for everybody. It's 3 months before your birthday, your autumn period. And this is like sort of like the overall energy is sort of saying, now let's get back into the flow. Now let's get back into being a little bit more social. Now we've understood a little bit more about ourselves. Let's get back into making money, getting those ideas flowing, starting those projects, buying a house. Lots of things. It's a good moment for you, starting from now, and you'll have that for the next month and a half coming for you. So it'll help you with chances and stuff like that. But it's asking you to really sort of step back into the fray of social living, as it were. Let's have a look what's going on the karmic path here. On your relationship side, let's just see what's going on there for 2 seconds. Just want to verify something thingy. So you've got the 9 of Cups here. I think this is where this light comes from up the top, because it's ideas that have, normally it's gifts from the universe here, your karmic path. And it might be the fact that what you've gathered over the last 3 months about yourself will help you to position so you can have a new type of relationship with other people. And this is like a breath of fresh air, not only for you, but everybody around you, your family, your friends, your community, your partner, whatever's going on around you in relationship wise. I think you're coming back with ideas now. You're coming back with possibilities, which is difficult sometimes for Gemini, because they're very sociable and they're very caring about the people around them, which is really nice. And sometimes they can care too much and they sacrifice themselves. But here is a case of kind of going, look what I found inside me. I think that's what it goes on there. Let's see. So it's sort of sharing your understanding, I think, this week with that group within you. And it definitely seems to play a little bit more on the relationship side. I wouldn't, maybe not. I don't think so. I think they're pretty even, actually. I'll go by there. I think they're pretty even. Let's see how the universe is affecting that sort of karmic path. Yeah, it's solid. It's building a wave. The wave is not actually there. In order to make a wave, you need tide as well, but you also need wind and meteorological sort of situations. And it's the first bit of that wind that's pushing in that gradually start making those waves. And here the universe here is sort of saying, it's the start. Let's see how it develops. So the universe is like sort of being that sort of friendly, like a teacher that's around you, sort of saying, what do you think about this? And allowing you to explore, but supporting you all the same. Healthy boundaries. So this is it's that little hill that I was talking about, or that pressure that's building up, sort of saying, no, don't really want to go that way. Or, what's been in the past, leave it in the past. And I think that's what it's saying there. Let's move on, let's move forward. I think that's what that healthy boundary is all about. And I think the universe is almost sort of trying to guide you into a direction here. And I think that's guiding you back towards community. Let's see what's going on with your guides and how they're trying to influence your karmic path. That comes in as well, and it's welcome, whoever you are. This is very open. I think the guides here are, in a way, sort of kind of going, almost sort of saying, do you remember Gemini? Gemini's here. They're sort of like opening to the rest of the world to sort of encourage movement, encourage interaction between you and the outside world. Ace of Swords. So being very clear and having these sort of victories in a way. So yeah, if you get very sociable, if you have coincidences that start happening around you, where you're talking to someone, let's say about, I don't know, Harry Potter or something like that, and then you see an advert for the Harry Potter play in London, or in the West End or in Broadway, and you kind of go, yeah, I'll go to that, let's go to that. And then you ask someone. So it's got that knock-on effect, basically. And I think that's what the guides are trying to sort of help out in the coincidence, making it life a little easier for you, basically. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that's within you. The more you put in, the more you'll get back. But it's not like a fair exchange. It's almost as if like you're getting back more than you put in. So if you are socially open this week, you're going to be in a situation where you'll be able to have ideas that come into your life, but I think they're also going to come from the outside world. So maybe it's someone else who's seeing that Harry Potter thing, and they say to you, "Let's go to the theatre." It's that way where your guides are trying to encourage other people into your life, similar to this first one here, but in a very much more in a sociable sort of sense, in communication, I think. So wishing on a star, so yeah, opening up, allowing yourself to wish. Yeah, it's dangerous. We can fall off that star, but then if we don't try for it, I think you'll be more disappointed than anything else. So I think here is a case of, as you open up for the rest of the world, possibilities, real dreamlike possibilities are actually going to be given to you as ideas by your guides. So you're going to be able to see a lot further down the line and open up to the greater possibilities of it all. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on your karmic path on your money side of life. It's definitely coming in from the outside here. I think things are going to start moving financially for you for one reason or another. It could be a job offer or a promotion. It could be an increase in your business activity. Could be a project that you're starting, but there's something coming in from the outside, as if like the universe is offering it to you. But you got to put your foot on the accelerator. I think that's what it's sort of saying to you. Let's sort of see what's happening on the for the universe as trying to guide your karmic path. This is where it's coming from. This is where the universe is literally putting things in front of you. Here it is. That's what it is. And it's being really straight with you. It's being really nice. Two of Cups. Connecting the joy that you can have of working in a world that is around you. And renewing that love with the world around you. And this is all about sort of starting that process of actually living life after your birthday and starting to put those plans into action. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence your karmic path on there. This is very stable actually compared with these two. You know the race between the tortoise and the hare? Do you know who wins? Everyone says a tortoise, but they don't. They actually cross the line at the same time. So sometimes it's better to run like a lunatic, which is this is the hare, yeah? But this is the tortoise here. And the tortoise is trying to combine those ideas of being enthusiastic about the long-term plan. And it's trying to help you out on the overall progression in your life, in your financial sort of situations, that things that are being presented, and it's making you, it's playing to your strength of your processing part of you, which is really good for you. And it's that cardinal fire that's coming in through you there, as it comes in through you here, this is what it's bringing in. So it's almost tempering that passion in a way that you don't get overexcited, that you overheat the energy. High priestess. So being very intuitive and subtle and quiet and calm and collected of how you actually do things. That's how your guides are sort of trying to, because this is a lot coming in from the universe that are presenting to you, and your guides are there as almost like a guide, sort of like should be, and sort of saying, look at that coincidence, look at that coincidence, which one's the most obvious path for you, which one's the best situation. So they're really helping you out here. And let's see what's going on with your guides within your conversation within you. But it's going to help you see through the mist. Your guides, that's what it's going to do. There may be a little bit too much that comes up within this week to all deal with at the same time, and this is where your guides can sort of like help you through and see clearly through the difference, through the mist, as it were. Let's see how the guides trying to influence that conversation that is within you. Being open to ideas will stimulate ideas within yourself. So discussing, not necessarily your ideas, but encouraging that conversation about ideas with other people that are around you. It could be a supplier, it could be a client, and it will give you a heads up on how you do things within your life, or within your business, within your job, within your projects. And it will give you a big heads up of what you should be investing in the future. That tower, now that tower was up in position 10 last week. I can't see any other cards that you had last week that are here this week. And this is the thing for air signs. The air signs don't seem to, they seem to be affected a lot more by this lull of energy. It's really cleared things out and set a new path for you guys. So this here is that destruction of the tower leaves a lot of space, and in that space, this is what I'm talking about, sort of like ideas with other people, combining with other people, talking with other people, because then that's going to give you a heads up on what you can now build on where that tower was. And as I said over here, I think it's a case of, it's a real transition for you guys from one stage to another that's going on this week. And it's going to help you really push forward towards that light of that going that forward. And letting going of the past, I think. I think that's going to be really important for you. Let's just see what's going on in Petal 10. Okay, so there's the light out the front. It's shining into tomorrow, making a bright, or your pathway a lot clearer. And as the rest of it is bringing it in here. So I think it's bringing it into the community. I think within the community, you're going to find your brightened future tomorrow. Did I say everything was calm and still? These are definitely not two calm cards, and this is not a calm card either. You've got a lot of movement cards going on. Yeah, it's following that light, going as fast as light, and I think it's a case of being very light and flexible within the social world around you, which seems to be a thing for the air signs at the moment. And as you do that, you might be doing a lot of stuff within the world around you, and that's really good. That's what I mean about opening up to ideas to other people. This is all about sort of realizing or wishing on a star. Once you do this, you're going to be very occupied this week, but it's all going to be running around and within the community, which is exactly what you enjoy, Gemini. It's going to be running around in that community. And but it's going to be a situation that's going to be building up for the future and moving on, like here, of setting that boundary the only way for you to go is forward. And I would not wait. Don't wait around. Seize these moments here in your financial sort of situation. I think they are the most important things in this cards. And if you do seize that moment and really go on for it, it's going to shine a light in the future, and it's going to make, I think next week, it's going to, like a flower, it's going to open up to petal by petal, open up to a lot of different possibilities. So it'd be interesting to see how those possibilities feed into your, I would say more into your guide system than anything else. But we'll see that in the reading next week. There you go, Gemini. I hope you did enjoy that reading. If you're part of the Astroflower family, I do thank you for your support of this channel. You've been absolutely marvellous, Gemini. If you want to be part of this Astroflower family, it's very easy. You just need to subscribe and click that bell, and then you're there. We also do lots of stuff on Instagram as well. You've got your book, The Astroflower Gemini, in the links in the description below. And I will see you over on Cymatic TV on Sunday for the energy update, which I think is going to be quite an important one. So it'd be good to see you over there. Links in the description below. In the meantime, Gemini, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.